Howdy nerds, Glenn here, and we are down to the end of our subscription box month. So today I'm going to go over the Cosmo-Cube for October. We're a little bit late. This is the Halloween box, but Cosmo-Cube is coming off of our regular monthly rotation, and I'm only going to be getting it occasionally. So let's see if they make me regret that decision. Alright, the thing that I've always liked about Cosmo-Cube from the beginning is that it's been kind of an eclectic box. A lot of different, funky, oddball items in their boxes that you wouldn't see anywhere else. One thing that I'm thinking back to is their steampunk box, which was very different. They've really gone out of their way to come up with some kooky ideas. They've got their fan art contest every month, where a winner will get their design put on either a shirt or a poster that month. They generally just come up with some different boxes. Now, they've been kind of disappointing over the course of the last couple months, starting with their whatever box that was just kind of seemed hastily thrown together and just kind of a big disappointment. So we're going to dig right into their Halloween box, and they've kind of gotten back into that Cosmo-Cube mode where it's a little bit kooky, it's a little bit different. So let's check it out. Alright, starting with the t-shirt. We've got a really bright orange t-shirt, very October-ish, very Halloween-ish. But let's look at the design. This is a mashup, and what they call it on their spoiler card, Zombie Apocalypse Hunter. Now you look at this, and there's some weird, interesting things going on here. Number one, it's Rick from The Walking Dead, right? So that kind of makes sense with the zombie hunter part. But he's got, let's not even do the obvious stuff. It's Rick from The Walking Dead, but he's got Daryl's crossbow. And if you know The Walking Dead, that I've never seen Rick with a crossbow before. But the really odd part about this is that he's dressed up as Freddy Krueger with the claws and everything and the striped shirt. It's a very weird mashup. I know this was a fan art contest winner, but this could very well be one of the ugliest shirts I've ever seen in my life. The mashup doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I guess it's Halloween-ish. You know, you've got your horror mashup, but it's an odd one. It's one that I don't really get. You know, the design just doesn't, it just doesn't speak to me, and I find it really an ugly shirt. Not the worst concept I've ever seen, but just really oddball. I'm not really a big fan of this shirt. Now, what I will say is that it goes back to the Cosmo-Cube's kind of MO about being very different. It's very oddball, something you're not going to see everywhere. Again, this is a unique shirt because it is fan submitted. So, I don't think I'll ever be wearing this shirt. I'm not a big fan. I like the color, but that's about it. I think everything else about it is just kind of ugh to me. All right, we've got a pop figure in this box, and it is from the new Arkham Knight series. This is Scarecrow from the Arkham Knight game series. But it's funny because it's listed, they list these under Pop Heroes, which is the DC set. But it's a game, so it really to me it should be Pop Games, right? So just kind of odd that they do it that way. I didn't actually even notice it with the other Arkham Knight series, but these are branded under the regular DC line. So you look on the back, there's the other one. You've got Arkham Knight Batman, Harley, the Arkham Knight himself, and then Scarecrow. I've got the Harley because I make sure I get Harleys really quickly because I like those figures. But this is actually a really nice one. Nice detail there you can kind of see in there. Scarecrow's pretty much the major baddie in the game. So this will be a nice addition to my collection. But again, a very cool pop and nice way to cap off the theme. All right, now we get into the kind of the weirder items. Starting with a shot glass, a skull shot glass. So you see that you pour your alcohol in there, it's gonna take the shape of that skull. And this isn't a bad item, but they noted on the spoiler card that box not included so that it fits. Basically, what they're saying. I mean, I think the wording was, box packaging has been removed to fit everything. So this is a case like we found with Powered Geek Box this month, that they actually took something out of the collector box so that it would fit in their box instead of having a bigger box. So what that tells me is that we got some poor planning going on here, right? I would have preferred, if number one, if they hadn't told me that it comes in a box, I probably wouldn't think anything of it. But to actually show the item in its box, you can see up here in the corner, in its box, and to say that they removed the box so that it would fit for shipping, it just doesn't sit that well with me. I don't like getting items that, it just shows poor planning and poor packaging. Get a bigger box or get different items, but don't cheese out and start taking stuff out of the boxes. As an item, this isn't too bad. It's not like it's super high quality glass or anything, but it's definitely a Halloweenish item that you won't find in another box. All right, we've got one of those little cheap trinket things you'll find in any Halloween store or any what do they call them now? Dollar stores, drugstores or whatever around Halloween. Nice little prank, nail through the finger thing. That again, it's just a little throw-in item, but it's one of those just a little funky throw-in that really doesn't mean anything, but it's for Halloween. Lastly, the most unique item, and when I pulled this out of the box, it was actually the thing that was on top. Very unusual item, and actually this is a variant item too. It comes in multiple colors throughout the boxes. A Skeleton Knight mask. So first time I put this over my head, it snapped. So it broke one of the straps, but it works now. So there you go. Kind of a unique item. I thought it was very cool when I pulled it out. It was something, immediately when I saw this mask, I said, that is different. That is a surprise, something I'm not expecting. It's a plastic mask, but it's pretty high quality. I mean, it's put together well. You've got your little padding in there for your face. But a neat little costume addition to the box that, you're not usually going to see in these boxes. So that's it for Cosmo-Cube. The thing that's really keeping me from getting Cosmo-Cube on a regular basis is there's just not enough to these boxes. I mean, this is a 1, 2, 3. It's supposedly a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 item box, but this. So let's go down to 4. Right? A shirt, ugly ass shirt. I really do not like. The pop is great. I will. The pop is awesome, but it doesn't make the box worth the $20 you spend on it. The mask is very cool. I like that. And the shot glass I would like, except for the fact that, I'd like stuff to come the way it's supposed to come, in a box. So very ho-hum box. I know I said in my last video that it was really cool, and it was really cool because this is the first thing I pulled out, and I thought it was very different, very unique. If you're looking for a box that's not going to have the normal geeky stuff in it, I think Cosmo-Cube is great to get every once in a while, just to kind of see what they're going to do, because it's definitely different. It's on the weird side of the geeky subscription boxes, and I like that a lot about Cosmo-Cube. But lately, especially, it just hasn't been enough really to justify regularly getting this box. I think the ideas behind Cosmo-Cube are really, really cool. I'd like to see them get the execution a little bit better. But other than that, I'm going to give this box a C+. And I give it a C+ because I very rarely hate the T-shirt, and that's something that's really I keep coming back to. Is I think the T-shirt is so bad and so poorly done that I just it kind of kills this box for me. It gave me 2 items that I thought were really cool, but again, you know, that kind of limits the box. So I'm going to go with a C plus. I might bump it up to a B minus over thinking about it a little bit longer, but just because I like the pop a lot and I like the mask a lot. But everything else, I mean, I'm not going to buy a box for just 2 items, right? So they're doing a good job with the concept, but their execution needs to get better. So that's about it. We are ready and set to get to the next month of subscription boxes, and those are going to start pretty soon. I've actually got an unboxing video next. My monthly Pop in a Box unboxing, which I'm excited about. And then we've got our subscription boxes are already shipping, so they're already letting me know that those are coming, and we'll start in on those reviews here within the next week or so. As always, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and love to see your comments on this box and these videos. As always, if you haven't subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button as well. So we will see you next time, and until then, have a great one.